that I think about this is I don't think that this is a First Amendment issue. And when people are talking about, people are restricting the free speech rights of somebody who is running for president, that is just not the correct framing for what the judge in New York and the district judge in D.C. are doing. They are restricting the bail conditions and the conditions under which a defendant is allowed release, or in the New York case, it's a civil case, how the defendant as a party is entitled to speak about what is going on. And I think if you think of it that way, it is not just some arbitrary restriction. It is about prophylactic rules. It is commonplace, Lawrence, for every defendant in the federal system to be told that you have no Second Amendment right to bear an arm while you are a criminal defendant. That is a right that you do not have once you are indicted. If you are acquitted, you can then have your gun back. You give up your Fourth Amendment rights in large part when you are a defendant. You have to show up at pretrial. You could be under house arrest. You could even be in jail pending trial. All of these are restrictions that the court is entitled to place on defendants to make sure that they show up and also that they're not a danger to the community. And Donald Trump should not be given more or less rights than anyone else in his position. And here, I think the record in New York and in D.C. is ample to show that his words lead to, in a classic call and response, lead to violence. I'd point out, it's not just in New York. Judge Chutkan has death threats also all the time. There is a woman who is actually charged with threatening to kill her. And that is the kind of thing that the courts are allowed to take steps, prophylactic steps, to make sure that does not happen, to keep the integrity of our judicial system